Believe it or not, the politics of a presidential running mate in our jurisdiction has become a big deal, and it is generating a heated debate. In the PDP, the question of a running mate for the presidential flag bearer, Atiku Abubakar, is a source of worry for party members. The former VP has broken his silence over the matter since June 16, when he named Delta Governor Ifeanyi Okowa as his running mate. According to Atiku, the Delta helmsman would be an asset to the party's campaign as a federal lawmaker, a former federal lawmaker. He's a gentleman and he's tenacious. That's what Atiku is saying. But in politics, Bola, according to Napoleon Bonaparte, stupidity is not a handicap.
Yes, it's not here. Anything can go into it
Anything
to make sure that they actualize their interest. They can do anything whatsoever. And the irony of the matter is this. You see,
I remember we talked about July 15.
Yes, yes. You see, like, naturally, he's talking about Wike and the tempo that has really created. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm sorry to say it, I'm sorry to break it here. We had from a PDP shifting that the same Wike met with somebody in France. Okay? You see? Now, if Wike...
But that's not a crime.
It's not a crime. That is what I'm telling you, that politicians, anybody can lie, they can kill themselves over politicians. Me, Bola, lie to I will never kill myself over any politician.
You are not a politician.
No, because I'm not a politician. Journalist. I'm a journalist, but it's in me. It's in human nature to be a political animal. Okay? Now, and it's natural for me to have somebody that I will vote for.
Bola, have you not heard the Benue State helmsman
that is what I'm coming.
14 out of, I think, 17 governors
actually wanted
the reverse man.
Voted for.
Why?
And even PDP leadership voted. You see, the issue is this. Let's be realistic with ourselves. You see, Yoruba has a proverb saying that Ole, lo ma se ole, to lori apata. That means it's only a thief that can see the footstep of another thief on, a rock.
Akpata.
Yes, on a rock.
Akpata is rock.
Yes, rock. Okay, I'm sorry to say it. You knew what Obasi just said about Atiku. Atiku too, should think otherwise. I'm sorry. You see, if I happen to be Atiku...
But don't you think Atiku, going from the experience of the Obasanjo
Obasanjo. That is why
he should be worried about who is number 2 to him.
Yes, that is the more reason. He didn't pick Wike, let's be realistic. He would not want somebody that is loquacious, somebody that, overheats the system through his ranting, through his talking. I'm sorry to use the word ranting.
Yeah, don't withdraw it.
You see, I withdraw it. Okay, fine. I actually withdraw it. You see, the nature...
But Wike is assertive. He says it as it is.
Yes!
Politics doesn't like that.
Yeah, that is
say it as it is.
Yes. And you know that, at the end of the day, after the primary, he kept quiet. He has not been talking. The way he used to talk.
But according to him, he's been seeing people.
He's been seeing people.
And
have
you heard... He's planning to jump ship.
Yes, I heard about it. If not because of that, he wouldn't go to,
have you heard it? He's planning to jump ship.
Yes.
He's not going to jump ship.
Okay.
Yeah, he met somebody.
He must know.
Do I mention the name of the person that he met?
No, you don't need.
You see, that is a politician for you. And then on Twitter, on Facebook, people are still there abusing each other over presidential candidates or political party. We must be very stupid.
The situation is no better in the ruling party. The APC, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu is yet to name his running mate.
He wrote it and he said it. A placeholder. He said placeholder.
Oh.
Yeah. He said placeholder.
So placeholder. Mark, underline that one.
No, but INEC, I don't know if Festus Okoye said there is nothing like placeholder even in our constitution.
Yeah.
So he has named his running mate. What we should be saying is that, okay, he has your window of opportunity to remove or replace.
Yes, replace.
Before
that is if
Asokwa, before
your
your
running mate that will say, okay,
before your placeholder takes hold anywhere, let's go on a commercial break. We'll be back. The show is still on. Please don't go away. All right. Just to report that a colleague of ours, Tunde Abatan, was supposed to have joined us, but traffic in Lagos. Ola Asokwa, we can't go to court over traffic. Tunde Abatan is here. Apologize for his coming late, unavoidably. Okay, then we'll go on. Asokwa, your what did you call the
your placeholder?
A place.
Yes, like I said, it's not in the constitution, and we shouldn't be talking about it. He has mentioned his running mate. If tomorrow they want to have the window of opportunity to replace, if they want to replace, But talking about Atiku and the issues that PDP is currently going through,
avoidably.
Yes, it should have been, yes, like you said, because, for instance, if you created a committee to select your VP and the committee says it's Mr. A.
Consensus, 14 out of 17.
14 out of 17 says, well, it's this man that we want. And then all of a sudden, you, the presidential candidate, say, no, I don't want to follow the 14. I want to take the 3. You have succeeded in causing a huge problem for yourself, And that is where the problem is. Everybody now is very angry because whether they like or they don't, Wike is a major force in the PDP.
And in this case, by extension, we are looking at South votes.
Exactly.
South Nigeria votes.
South and every other, because don't forget, during the primaries, he didn't only get votes from delegates who were only in the South. He got also in the North.
Sorry, I hear we have a call from London. We'll take the call now. Hello, good evening, caller.
Good evening, my brothers. Apology because I've been trying to get you. I can't get through. Permit me to pass my comment on the just concluded one. I don't know anything about journalism, but if I'm practicing journalism now, it won't take you long before you force it, because I don't know it. A president, any president we want to have in Nigeria must be a graduate who passed through university. So we know that we have the feeling. Why our children sitting at home, not going to university?
Are they the Nigerian constitution, as indeed the unwritten constitution of the UK does not say the president must be a degree holder, even in the United States of America?
My view, please. Allow me to make my view. It costs me a lot of money to call you. Let me make my view, please. What I'm saying is that
go on, sorry.
I know about constitution.
Go on. Okay. I hope we are not misunderstanding ourselves, I think you wanted
to... The NLC strike, that was where he was.
Okay. I don't think I want to preempt him.
Okay.
Yeah. So as I said, the APC also has that problem, but you are saying, yes, Senator Ahmed Tinubu has named a running mate.
Yes. Who he called a placeholder. Okay.
And he was telling you and I, the INEC
Go on.
The INEC has reminded us that a placeholder has no place in the Electoral Act.
Okay. But in any case, if there's any need for substitution, you can do that. And I know well that it's considering that already from feelers from the political environment or climate. Okay? Fine. You see, it's quite unfortunate that Atiku allowed things to get to this level before coming out to cool the tempo. Okay? You see, at the level of picking vice president, I think there must be us trading. Yeah, that look, if you can't get vice president, please, we are offering you this. Are you ready to accept that? You see, the issue of mentioning or announcing your running mate shouldn't be at the expense of other position in party
Yeah.
or other interests in the party. And it's quite unfortunate that you see a governor, in the gap of autumn is coming out now. He said he's hibernating and praying for the party. Okay, somebody that, could not hibernate to pray for the party came out that, look, a former, a former governor for that matter, Fayose, saying that, okay, he's still supporting. He's still supporting a presidential candidate of southern, extraction. Then what are we saying? He said they will announce very soon. Then you see, knowing fully well, please, sir, knowing fully well that he's a confidant of Wike and he knew what Wike is planning, he knew who Wike met in France. They are planning something together.
You think, okay.
Yes, they are planning something together. And very soon, the announcement will come out and that will shake the PDP. Or that will shake the APC. Or shake the Nigerian political environment.
But hold on, my trouble, Asoko, hear this too. Many people, including the big boys and big girls in this country, will seek advice only after their minds are made up.
Yes.
Now, Elijah Atiku is telling you and I that the Delta State governor, as Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, with the knowledge of federal lawmaking behind him, is a man he can trust. Mm-hmm. So does it not tell you there was no need for this committee? I don't know if you get the point. Mm-hmm. So if you knew this was coming, why set up the committee?
He's not the one that set up the committee. The party just decided to set up the committee. Don't forget, the party decided to set up the committee for him because of what he experienced 4 years ago.
He didn't complain.
You remember the previous election, General, before the he had the same issue in picking a running mate. And the governors and some leaders in the Southeast then, they are not happy that he picked Peter Obi because they believe that there were other people who were capable to take that slot. And that's the same problem we are thinking he would, avert. But unfortunately, the thing has blown on his face. Because if you look at it, so many people, when you set up a committee for something, you are expected to respect the report from that committee.
Yes.
And I'm reminded in this connection of the words of the wife of former President Obama, Michelle. She said, you can get a decision made if you don't care whose ox will be God.
Oh, yes.
Because we are talking about a president who will be his own man, number one, his own man, and would not be dictated to.
You see, Susan Jones, the issue of responding to the feelers or responding to the feelings of the people that didn't like his choice shouldn't even come to play at this hour. Like a president who is manly enough that will be the president of all, over 200 million Nigerians, should be able to stand by his decision. Yes, fine. What is so bad about it? The party said I should, pick Wike. I didn't want to pick Wike for this reason or the other reason. But we are still discussing. You see, this is a big umbrella. The party will be able to accommodate all interests and everybody. And it's all. That should be all. But for him now, it shows that even in his own case, he cannot be trusted, trusted with his decision. That is what I think. And that shouldn't be. And it's too late. It's too late because with the situation of things, the PDP, many PDP party men and fans and sympathizers, they are not happy with the decision. If they are not happy with the decision, why don't you tell them that we've made this choice and we want to go by it?
Bola, a viewer is happy with what we're doing. Dukbe is the name, and she's reaching us from Akure. Good evening, Dukbe. How are you?
Good evening. Thanks, guys, for doing a very great job out there. I want to say you should keep on.
Lift up your voice, as they say.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I say kudos to you, gentlemen, for the great job you're doing. and the ladies too.
Thank you.
Now, I just want to make a short comment. The committee was set up to make a recommendation, and the committee recommended 3 candidates, and Atiku picked 1 out of the 3. There shouldn't be any argument. It would have been different if the committee insisted that this is the only candidate. Okay, they voted 14-3, but they selected 3 candidates. 1, Governor Wike; 2, Governor Okowa; 3rd one, the governor from Akwa Ibom. So there shouldn't be any argument. At the end of the day, Atiku must be the person to pick his own candidate. And not just 1 candidate was selected for him. 3 candidates, yes, 3 of them were selected, and he picked 1. So we should not dissipate energy on this. Of course, there will always be disagreements. Even for our own party, there will be disagreements.
Thank you very much, Dupe. Gentlemen, but let me take you back to Second Republic. Bola, you recall, and Asokwa, you recall, gentlemen, that it was not a big deal for the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo to pick Philip Umeadi, or is it Umeadi, a South-South, first and second South-South ticket. It didn't matter. But these days, a running mate has become a balancing act.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's not good for our politics.
No, it's not good. It's not good at all, because what we should be thinking of now is competence.
And fast forward to 1993, Biola picked King Gibe, even
Muslim.
though Babangida wanted him to pick the NLC Bafiao at the time. It didn't matter. So, but in 29 years, we've gone awry.
Yeah, so many people will tell you is how the temperature of the country, and how maybe a particular region is, turned the federal character policy upside down, and then the insecurity and all that. To me, keep telling people, I prefer competence and merit than where you come from, or the language you speak.
Integrity.
And of course, and integrity, and then the language or the religion you speak. Because I was born in Lagos, I grew up in Lagos, I schooled in Ogun State.
But you went to marry
I married in the Southeast. I am from the South.
By choice.
I am a complete, I have been to the North several times.
It's a complete
I have
Nigerian.
friends in the North. Even the school that I went to, I have friends who are Muslims, and friends who are Christians, friends who are from everywhere.
I have friends who are also traditionalists.
Yes, and so I keep telling people that most of my good friends are not even from my religion and my region. So, and my parents never discriminated against anybody. It is, do you like this person? Fine. Because even my elder brother, married somebody from the Southwest. I married from the Southeast.
Una no quarrel.
Never. There was never. In fact, my dad is always happy when you tell him that, oh, you are bringing somebody who is not from here.
Okay.
From my side. So I am not averse to where people bring when they say Muslim. No. No. We should start thinking as a Nigerian first.
Yeah.
Not as I am from one particular region or the other, or I worship on. In fact, worship is even worse, because worship should be your personal thing. If, for instance, people are shouting Muslim ticket, what if tomorrow a presidential candidate comes out and says, I do not worship, I'm not a Christian, I'm not a Muslim, I am an Ifa worshipper?
No,
will Nigerians vote for the person?
I would be the first to protest, because the Constitution does not say that.
But we are a secular country.
You are not.
That is it.
We are multi-religious. I agree.
See, multi-religious. So if I am, what religious is what? It depends on what I am worshiping. That is religion.
Bola, if you are an Ogun worshipper, you are also in worship.
Yes, in worship, yes, of a God.
Yeah.
Yes, but thank God that I'm a Muslim.
Thank God I'm non-conformist.
Thank God it's a Christian, a good Christian.
So it's an admixture of three of us.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was why the former governor of Osun State decided to infuse traditional worship or religion into. Yes.
You remember the.
So then they will pray in Christian, pray in Muslim, and then the traditionalists will also come and then pray.
Asoko, you remember the barrister who went to court last week?
Yes.
Exactly.
To make a statement.
Yes, to make a Olokun worshipper.
Yeah,
so
because
we should start disabusing our minds about this Muslim thing, and
long and short of it is
move us anywhere.
Politicians in the country who are watching us must remember the Ides of July. Talk about July 15th. Wish you well.